Hello students, welcome to all of you. I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technologies. In today's PPS lectures, we cover the next unit, that is Unit 2, Fundamentals of C Language. Hello students, welcome to all of you. I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we start another unit, that is unit number 2, and title is Fundamentals of C. Now here we discuss about C language, that is our programming language. In first lecture we only introduced about how to write the program, what is the basic need to write the program, block diagram, something like that. Now in a second chapter we are start with our programming, and for that we are start with the first question, that is features of C language. Why we are using C language for a programming? First, that is our question. So the first feature is it is very fast and efficient. It is very fast and efficient. Second is it is a portable language. Now what is the meaning of portable language? Portable language means the program execute in a one PC can be executed in another PC without any modification. That is called portable. Our mobile is portable device. Why? Because it is a movable, it can be changed from one place to another place. Similarly, for a program, it is moved from one PC to another PC, and same program will be executed without or any little modification. Clear? Now third feature of C language is it is a modular language. What is the meaning of modular? The word is modules. The large program, large software can be divided in a separate modules. Implement that separate module with separate person, individual person, and one person can combine that modules in a one large program. So it is called a modular, means divide in a modules, and then also we can combine that modules in a single program. Fourth is it is a structured language. Structured language is why, that is our next topic, because the C language program has a fixed structure that we have to use. That's why it is called a structured language. Fifth is it has 32 keywords. It has 32 keywords. Now what is keywords is our theory. Here we learn about only the basic introduction for keyword. That is what? It is one word. That meaning is fixed. That meaning is fixed and known by the compiler. So we not needed to write any code. For example, suppose here I am writing printf. Then the printf meaning is what? That is compiler knowing that we have to print the statements. Suppose I am writing CLR SCR. Then this is again keyword. The meaning is what? CLR SCR, that is clear screen. That is known by the compiler. That indicates we have to clear our output screen. That is called keywords. How many keywords possible? There are 32 different keywords are there. Now 6 is it is a middle level language. It is a middle level language. Middle level language means what? There is high level language and low level language. So it has features of both high level and bitwise operators for using both the features high and low. So in between high and low, the word is what? Middle. So the name is given, it is a middle level language. So these all are the features of C language. That's why we are using C language as our programming language. So start with the block diagram, that is the structure language. Why this structure language? That is our question. So the most IMP question for a second chapter is structure of C program. Structure of C program. First we have to draw the structure. Now here we are drawing structure of C program, and then one by one we are discussing steps. First is a documentation section. Second is a link section. Third is a definition section. Fourth is a global declaration section. Fifth is a main function section. In main function section, there is two part between curly brackets, and this two part is, first is always declaration part, and second is always executable part. This is our void main section, and the last section is user defined function section. Here we can create number of user defined functions. UDF1, UDF2 up to UDFn. This is what? User defined functions. That is our chapter. Clear? So this is the structure of C program. We have to follow this compulsorily. That's why it is known as a structured programming language. Now let us start with one by one. In which section we have to write what? So first is a documentation section that consists of set of command line. Set of command line. Now what is command line? So there is two kinds of command. First is a single line command, and second is a multiple line command. Suppose I want to write single line command, then the syntax is double slash and then write something. Suppose here I am writing, this is first program. This is in a single line. But suppose I want to write multiple lines in a first section. In a documentation section, we write multiple lines. Then we have to use multiple line command, and the example of it is start with slash star, write multiple lines, and then star and slash. Clear? So documentation section consists of command lines. There are two types of command, single line and multiple line. If you write something in a single line, then double slash and write that sentence. Suppose multiple line, then start with slash star, write down the multiple lines, and then star and slash. Now what we can write in this section? So the documentation section is nothing but the name of program, name of author, title, something like that, time and which time we are implemented this program. So this is nothing but similarly to the first page of our book, in which the title is there, addition is there, then name of author, price, all are what? The document means the introduction about that particular book. And similarly here our first section is nothing but the introduction about our program, that is the title of program. This is the program for a factorial, something like that. This is implemented by, suppose by me, that is Bhumi Patel, at this time. Clear? So this introduction about this program will be write down in a documentation section. How it is written? This is implemented with a command line, two kinds of command, single and multiple. If you are writing in a one statement only, then choose this option, double slash. And if you want multiple lines for a documentation section, then choose this category, slash star, write down all, and then end with star and slash. Now second part is what? Link section. The link section is what? So the definition of linker. The word is there, linker. We are already discussed in a system software. Linker means what? It is a software that link with our system library. And this is nothing but that section. So link section, link with our system library. Third is definition section. In a definition section, we can define symbolic constant. For example, pi is a constant value. Clear? So suppose we are implementing program for finding area of circle. An equation is pi r square. Then pi value will be defined using third section, definition section. How it is write down? Start with hash sign, then define, word is there, and then pi 3.14. This line indicates what? The pi value is fixed, constant, and the value is 3.14. This line we can write here, definition section, because definition section consists of symbolic constants values. Clear? Next is a global declaration section. In a global declaration section, we can declare global variables. Also, we can declare user-defined function. Now, what is the meaning of global and local? Local means inside particular area. That is called local. Suppose my variable is declared in this part only, then it becomes local for that particular part. And global means outside of part, that called global. So the variable which we are needed, not in a particular one part but in a whole program, then we can write in a global area, that is global declaration section. Clear? Now this is very most important, that is main function section. It consists of two parts, declaration and executable part. All the variables which we are input or which we display, that is A, B, C, area, X. We are discussing in algorithm variables. These are declared in first part always, and then write down the executable part, that is our calculation, that is our process. That is nothing but executable part. So in a main there is two part, variable declaration, and second is a executable part. Now these two part must be and with a semicolon. These two part must be and with semicolon. Next is a user defined function. So suppose user want to create its own function in our C program, then also it is possible using this section, and there is no any limit. You can write any numbers of functions in this section. This is nothing but our one chapter that we are discussing later on. So all of you clear about the structure of C program? In next lecture, we are discussing the same and one example for a structure of C program. Clear? If you have any doubt, then you feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.